Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a review on the new Chill R from Mathews. I've done one review on this bow already, but it's kind of a shorter review that I did in conjunction with Bow Freaks Archery up in Mount Vernon, Missouri. And when I went up there and shot, I went up there and I told myself when I went up there I was going to find a bow that I liked and I was going to buy it. And I was going to do a little bit more in-depth review on it. And out of all the bows that I shot that day, this is the one that I actually ended up purchasing, and it was the one that shot the best for me and fit me the best. Now, after shooting that for a couple weeks, let's see if it still holds true. Some of the specs on this thing, this is their speed bow. This is IBO rated for 342 feet per second. This is a shorter axle-to-axle bow. This is a 33-inch axle-to-axle, so that's kind of where I like to be, 33 to 34, sometimes even 35, but this one has got a good axle-to-axle length on it. Like I said, brace height is 6 1/8, so it's got a little bit shorter brace height because it's their speed bow. Draw length on this is available from 23 to 30 inches, so it's available in 50, 60, and 70 pounds peak weight. There's a couple different modules on this thing. On let off, you can get, I believe, a 75%, an 80%, and maybe even an 85%. I'm not sure about the 85, but I know you can get the other two. You can also get the standard module, and they have available now a rock module. The difference is the rock module actually has a string stop on it. Not a string stop, but a cam stop that hits your cable, so it's got a cable stop on it, where this one does not. And the difference in the two is going to be your back wall. It doesn't really change the feel of the bow as far as the draw cycle goes, but the rock mod is to make that back wall rock solid. And it does. You'll see we're shooting it here with the regular modules on it, but the rock module is what I had on it when I shot it up at Shannon's, and it does make a difference. It does really firm up that back wall quite a bit. Some of the features on this thing, this has the GeoGrid riser on it. It has the harmonic dampeners on here like Mathews has had for quite a few years on their bows. This one comes standard with the focus grip, which I like really well. This is the only Mathews grip that I've ever been able to say I really like. It's one of the reasons why I've kind of avoided Mathews over the years, was just their grip. I never liked their grip. This has the AVS diad cam on it. This is a dual cam bow. This has a unique harness system on it. Here you can see, instead of like a binary cam pulling off of one side of the cam, this one actually pulls off of both. Now, the idea there is to reduce some cam lean, and that's what it does. It's not going to eliminate cam lean, but it does reduce the cam lean, and it makes this thing very tunable. So it's really nice tuning cam, and really did set up pretty good as far as tuning goes. The roller guard system on here is the reverse assist roller guard. So not really sure on technology on that. For some reason I didn't write down anything but the name. So that's the reverse assist roller guard on there. Color options on this thing. This is the Desert Tactical. You got it in black, you got it in tactical, you got it in lost camo, and I believe it's even available in their ice blue. And the looks of the bow, other than the really yellow string on this one, the gold string, it's kind of ugly, but the looks of these bows are outstanding. I mean, the ice blue has the blue limb pockets and the blue cams on it, and I mean, it is a cool looking bow. This Desert Tactical was my favorite. I really like the flat tan look to it on the limbs and the riser, and just overall a very, very eye appealing bow. Just fantastic looking bow. So we'll give you some close-ups on this thing. We're gonna speed test it through my chronograph, which the best I can do with this thing, I only have a 27.5-inch module. So I can crank it down to 70 pounds. I can do 27.5-inch draw, and I got a 350 grain arrow. That's right on the dot, 350, 351. So we can do that, but it is going to have the 27.5-inch draw mod on it instead of the 30-inch like the IBO specs. Okay, so I'm shooting about 20 yards here. Hopefully I got the bow in the camera, top cam and everything. It is really bright out here today, and really hot. So I'm having a hard time seeing the viewfinder from here. But I really like the grip on this bow. The draw cycle is really nice as well. I'm shooting this thing at 70 pounds just like we tested it. I just didn't want to reduce the weight on it. And you can see that draw cycle, man, it is really nice. No stabilizer on it, and it holds solid. It has a really good shooting platform. Grip on it is really nice. Like I said, the draw cycle is really good too. It doesn't start out and have a big hump in it. It's a nice continuous. It starts out, it builds, and then it's got a good slow drop to it, that's kind of what I like. And that has a really good feel to it. The back wall on it right now, you can see that upper cam moving. It's got just a little bit of squish to it, but it's not too bad. As far as relaxing with this bow, you see my forearm coming back, my left forearm coming back. This bow does not want to take off on you, which is typical of a speed bow. This one, it's rock solid at full draw. With this the standard module, the rock module just makes that back wall feel just like a rock, makes it feel more solid if you like that. And a lot of people do, and I do as well. I actually have a set of rock mods on order. They just haven't shown up yet. So I'm waiting on the rock mods. But I have shot it with the rock mods up at Shannon's, and it did make a big difference. It really shot and felt. It didn't shoot different. The draw cycle wasn't different, but it felt really good at full draw with the rock mods on there. So like I said, the grip's really nice on this bow. Balance is really good. Again, shooting it without a stabilizer on there. You can hear vibration on this thing, and recoil is absolutely zero. It has no vibration to it, no recoil to it, no noise. This bow's dead quiet. I'm actually shooting a little bit underweight arrow. These are about 325 grains, and I'm shooting 70 pounds, so a really lightweight arrow. I shouldn't be doing this, but I forgot to change the tip back to 125. Put a 125 grain tip on there since I moved the weight up. So this is actually a underweight arrow, and you can still hear how quiet this bow is. Cam has a very, very minimal amount of cam lean on it. This kind of cam, you probably want just a little bit in it just for tuning sake. Tuning this bow, I've shot this bow for 3D. I've shot it out here in the yard, and I just have absolutely no complaints about the way this thing shoots. I actually shot one of my highest 3D scores with this bow. So overall, the Chill R, this is the McPherson Series Monster Chill R, is what it's actually called. And overall, I really like this bow. I have one complaint on this bow, and that is with the short brace height of this bow. For me, this may not happen for everybody, but you can see on my arm right here, I'm actually getting a little bit of red just from shooting it these few times. I think what's happening, because it's not my grip, I've actually watched some video on me shooting this bow, and I don't think it's my grip. And I picked up my other bows and shot them, and I don't have this problem with them, but I keep slapping myself in the forearm. And when I did have grip issues, it was always up here. So what I think's happening is this thing's got a short brace height, and one of the advantages of a string stop is not only to quiet your string, but it's to stop it. And with the short brace height bow, the string stop will actually keep you from hitting your arm. Because when even though if you got a good grip, your arm is turned in up here, about where I'm hitting. So the string stop on this one is so low that I think the string up here where my arm is actually coming forward and hitting me, even though I've got a good grip on this bow. So you could probably take this thing and maybe turn it around and put your string stop up a little bit higher. And for you, it may not even be an issue, but for me, it is. It slaps my arm. Not on every shot, but almost every shot. And the other day when we went to the 3D shoot, I actually ended up borrowing a leather arm guard and putting on because it was really smacking me, and there was nothing I could do about it. So I don't think it's my grip. I don't think it's the grip of the bow. I think it's the location of the draw stop on here. I think it just needs to be up higher. And I checked on all my other bows and a couple of my friends' bows actually, and looked at some online. And most of them, the string stop's actually up here by the handle. Usually it's right below the handle. It's in this area up here, so it's up another 4 to 5 inches versus this Chill Art. So I think that's where the problem originates from, and it's the one drawback, the one complaint I have about this bow. In my opinion, this is probably the best bow Mathews has ever made, at least for me. It shoots fantastic for me, it fits me great, and it just shoots lights out for me. I absolutely love this bow, and for you guys who know me, you know that me saying that about a Mathews is got to be something. I mean, because I just never liked them. I've never liked the grip, I've never liked the feel of the cam, never liked the solo cam on them. Nothing against the bows, the quality's great, but it's just they were never the bow for me. But this one, this Chill R, it suits me. It fits me just fine, and it actually is probably hands down one of my favorite Mathews bows ever made. I really like the helium, really like the switchback, but I think this one for me is the best Mathews bow that I've ever shot, and this is the Chill R. Chill X is pretty nice too, so you guys that like a little longer axle-to-axle bow, be sure to check that one out, because the Chill X is actually a really nice bow as well. So, we'll put a link directly to Mathews down in the description, their website, and we'll put a link to our website, which is ikesoutdoors.com, so you guys can go there, check out more product reviews, more bow reviews, and how-to videos. I appreciate you guys watching.